welcome to Barre with Mary. Today we have a deep core activation class. So this is an amazing class to squeeze in before a longer workout so that you're really active, engaged in your core. I will link a few classes below that I think would follow this one really nicely. So if you want to just stay right here and keep flowing, it's down in the description for you. For equipment, we are going to use a yoga block. Now, if you don't have a yoga block, no worries. For this class, I would grab like a couch cushion or a couch pillow and just fold it up so it's about the width of a yoga block, okay? And that should do the same idea. You do not need anything else, so when you're ready, join me on your mat, bringing the yoga block with you. Laying down on your back, just set the yoga block off to the side for now. Take your feet as wide as the mat, maybe take your arms out to cactus, and we'll start by just windshield wipering the legs from side to side. Just opening up, a little twisting through the low spine, a nice rotation and twist and stretch through the obliques. Big breath in, and a big breath out. One more time to either side. And then meet me center. Walk your feet in so they are hips distance. Grab the block. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to float your left leg up to a tabletop position. So the left knee is over the left hip. Take the block, bring your right hand to the block, bring your left hand on top of your right hand. Now I want you to take an inhale here. As you exhale, I just want you to push your hands into the block and at the same time push your left thigh into the block. Inhale, release that push. Exhale, re-engage, push. Keep going like that. Inhale, you soften. Exhale, we press into the block. So what I want you to find as you're pressing into the block is this deep core engagement. So your transverse abdominis is the bottommost layer of your abdominals, and it wraps around you 360 degrees, okay? So I want you to think about the sides of your waist hugging in towards the belly button. And I also want you to think about the front and back body hugging towards each other. So all the way around you, there's this gentle corseting in of the abdominals with every exhale. 2 more times like this. Last time like this. I want you to float your right heel off of the mat this time. Exhale, press. Now inhale, soften. And on your next exhale, you press into the block and you float the right leg up, tabletop position. Inhale, soften and lower the right toes back down to the mat. Exhale, press, engage the abdominals, lift the right leg. Inhale, lower, keep going like that. So you're going to start to feel not only your core working, but absolutely you're going to feel your left hip flexor working as well. That's okay, right? Your hip flexor is a part of the abdominals of the core, right? It's not part of the abdominals, but it is part of the core, and they work together. So at any point, if it feels like too much, you can always lower your left foot down to the mat, okay? 2 more times like this. Last one, I want you to hold the lift. Inhale, extend your left arm up to the sky. As you exhale, press into the block, reach arm and leg away from each other. Inhale, soften on the block, hug everything in. Keep going like that. Exhale, dead bug. Inhale, center. Now focus on as you reach the left arm and the right leg away, press your right hand into the block, pull your left thigh back into the block. Now as you're moving your limbs away, make sure you're not arching into the low back. So really feel that wrapping sensation of the abdominals. Feel your pubic bone and your belly button hugging towards one another. So we're really wrapping the low belly down towards the mat. 4 more. Inhale in. Soften through the face. 3 more. Last 2 right here. Last one. Take everything out. Hold it there. Keep your legs and arm where they are. Inhale, soften the press on the block. Exhale, re-engage, push into the block. Pulse arm and leg, down and down. You've got it. Pulse and pulse. Keep breathing. Reach and reach. Really pull. Left leg, right hand into the block. 8 more pulses. Here go. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hug everything back to center. Lower the feet down to the mat. Grab the block. Take a breath in. As you exhale, float the right leg up, tabletop position. We're going to take the whole series on the other side. Press the block into your thigh. Left hand presses in first. Right hand presses on top of left. And we start with just breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, push into the block. Pull the right thigh back. Inhale, soften. Exhale, re-engage. Keep going just like this. Now notice here if you're gripping in your shoulders and in your neck and face. Try to take the tension out of the upper body and really focus it into the core. So every time you exhale, press. You're thinking about that wrapping sensation. You're thinking about hugging pubic bone and belly button towards each other. And then one more layer here. I want you to think about the front low ribs knitting in and drawing down towards the mat. So we're not arching into the low back or flaring the rib cage open. Last one, I want you to lift your left heel off of the mat. Exhale, press. Now inhale, soften. Exhale, press into the block, and as you do that, left leg floats up, tabletop position. Inhale, lower the left foot down, soften on the block. Exhale, push, float it up. Inhale, lower, keep going just like that. I want you to take a moment before you lift your left leg to really feel the abdominals engage. So we're really conscientiously moving and working here into the core. Again, if you feel too much into your right hip flexor at any point, you can always bring your right foot down to the mat and continue to press into the block with your hands. You would lose the pressing back of the thigh, but that's okay. You have 4 more just like this. 3 more. You've got it, last 2. Last one here, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, hold that lift. Now extend your right arm up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, press into the block, reach arm and leg away. Inhale, soften, pull everything back to center. Exhale, press into the block, reach arm and leg away. Inhale, pull it in. So again, notice here as you reach arm and leg away, you have to fire up the abdominals even more to keep yourself from arching the low back. So really use the exhale, use the press into the block, and feel how the sides of the waist hug in towards the belly button. Feel how the belly button hugs down towards the mat. You have 4 more just like this, you've got it. Exhale, reach. Inhale in. 3 more. Last 2. Last one, I want you to hold the limbs out. Inhale, soften on the block. Exhale, re-engage. Press, press, press on the block. Pulse arm and leg down. Little down, little down. Relax your shoulders. Feel the pubic bone and the belly button hug towards each other. Go, little press, little press, little press, little press. You're here for 8. Push harder into the block. Go 6. Here for 4, 3, 2. Hug everything into center. Take the block, bring it in between your thighs. I want you to extend your legs up to the sky and squeeze in on the block. Let your arms just come to rest at your side, or you can bring your hands to interlace at the base of the skull if you want to add a little curl up, okay? Bend the legs to tabletop, squeeze the block. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl up, extend the legs straight, squeezing in on the block. Inhale, bend the knees, lower back down. Again, exhale, squeeze the block, curl up. Inhale, lower. Keep going like that. Every time you curl up, I want you to actively pull in on the block and feel the inner thighs fire up. As you engage the inner thighs, you're going to get a nice lift on the pelvic floor, using that exhale to hug the pelvic floor up and in. 4 more like this. 3 more. 2 more. Last time, curl up, extend the legs, lower back down. Now take your feet, lower them down to the mat, squeeze in on the block as you exhale. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze in on the block. Inhale, soften. Now I want you to keep going with this squeezing in on the block and the release, but maybe you want to add a little bit more And on your next exhale, squeeze on the block, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Stay lifted. Just continue to squeeze in on the block. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. So same idea. Now we're just layering on more inner thigh engagement. So the inseam of the legs squeezes in on the block and softens out. You're still feeling that wrapping sensation through the abdominals. Still staying nice and long through the spine. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2 on the block. Now I want you to squeeze in on the block, and I want you to try to hold that squeeze. Take little curls up with the heart. Go up and up and up. So now we're still fired up to deep core, but we're layering on some rectus abdominis like work. That top layer of the abdominals, we're hugging it down towards the low back. So we're really flattening out through the belly and feeling the heart curling towards the block. Now I want you to squeeze in on the block with everything you have here. Because we brought the feet down, we removed the hip flexors from the equation, right? So now I want you to really bring your focus to this abdominal work. You have 16 curls, 16, 15, 14. 1 more variation to finish class. You're almost done already. 8 more curls, 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold the curl, squeeze in on the block. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. You've got it. Squeeze and squeeze. Find your breath here, long inhales, and with every exhale, wrap the abdominals in a little deeper and maybe curl up just a little bit higher in the chest. Squeeze it in, go in, and in, and in, and in. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Now hold the squeeze. You are welcome to stay right here. If you want a little more, take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to kick your legs out straight on the diagonal, squeezing in on the block and keeping the heart curled. Wrap the thighs in on the block. Hug the low belly down. Wrap the front low ribs in and down, curl a little higher. This is it. This is your hold. Hold right here. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze a little bit deeper. 4. Curl a little higher. 3. You're here for 2. Whoo, lay back. Take the block out. Hug the knees into the chest, and take a moment to rock side to side. Amazing work. Before you leave me, take your hands to the top of the shins and trace little circles, just releasing through the low back, through the hip flexors, getting a nice little bit of movement through the core. Reverse, go the other direction, tracing those little circles. Big breath in. Exhale, find stillness. Rock yourself up to any comfortable seated position. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, let it go. And that is your quick deep core activation work. I hope you're feeling really fired up, really engaged, ready to take on whatever you have coming up next in your day. As always, if you have not already, I hope you'll subscribe to the channel. I post a new class here every Monday at least. I've actually been doing more like 2 a week lately, so little fun treats, the extra treats every week. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you back here on the mat next time.